Trump issued his strongest warning yet to North Korea at his first address to the UN General Assembly. Referring to the regime's leader as Rocket Man, he emphasized the rogue state's nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles as a threat to the entire world and warned Washington will totally destroy Pyongyang if it had to. Park Hee-jun shares with us his remarks.
Leaders from 193 member states gathered at the UN's New York headquarters to address several ongoing international crises, including the Rohingya crisis, the civil war in Syria, climate change, and of course, North Korea's continual nuclear and missile provocations. The highlight was, as expected, U.S. President Donald Trump's keynote speech at his first appearance at a General Assembly session since his inauguration in January. In a wide-ranging speech where he hit out at Iran and Venezuela, President Trump reserved his sternest words for the leadership in Pyongyang. He said that, if necessary, the U.S. would totally destroy North Korea to defend itself and its allies.
The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime. The United States is ready, willing, and able, but hopefully this will not be necessary.
He went on to emphasize the importance of UN member nations working together to isolate the Kim Jong-un regime. President Trump also thanked members of the UN Security Council, specifically China and Russia, for their votes in favor of the toughest ever UN resolution on Pyongyang for its most recent nuclear test. Although Pyongyang will have heard President Trump's comments loud and clear, the North Korean diplomats in New York weren't in the room to hear them as the North's UN ambassador left his seat prior to Trump's arrival. Following the speech, South Korea's presidential office issued a statement saying it's evident the new U.S. administration sees the North Korean nuclear issue as highly important. The top office also said Trump's remarks confirmed that the strongest possible sanctions are the only way to denuclearize the rogue regime. President Moon Jae-in, who will deliver his speech on Thursday, is expected to focus on North Korea and call for international cooperation to condemn and rein in Pyongyang's provocations. Park Hee-jun, Arirang News.